interesting, guys. Partnerships. I'll just follow back. But how did you actually come across me?
It was destiny. It was meant to be.
Destiny, the actual destiny.
Not the game Destiny. It was just meant to be.
Oh, really? Just like happened to come across me, like, oh, interesting. Clicks follow. Nice. I know that happens a bunch. Okay, pretty cool. Yeah, let me get some stuff. I'm making some food right now. Actually, I finished making food. Now I'm just like making a coffee to go along with it because that's how I live. What about you? What do you eat? What? Yeah.
Coffee's the best. Coffee and tea. Anything hot. I'm a fan of.
Same. I like tea a lot. The only problem is that today's teas are very difficult, like to get the good ones. So, for instance, my primary issue with tea today is that it's in these little tea bags, which are often sprayed with some sort of plastic, so that the paper that contains the actual tea itself doesn't fall apart. And then if you like use that fucks up everything. So it's like, all the microplastics are going into your tea and you're just drinking microplastics now.
Yet another thing for us to all worry about.
Yep. I like research. Where are these microplastics coming from? It's like, oh, there's a whole bunch. Get your boba tea and all that kind of shit. I never liked that in the first place, so it wasn't really a big loss for me.
Are there micro metals?
I don't know about the micrometals, actually. I don't know about that. I was more so focused on microplastics.
Yes, there are. Like copper.
I would imagine. If there's a microplastic, there's a micro
If
metal.
you have copper pans, for example, they can actually leach into your food.
Wild.
Yeah.
What?
So why are there metal fragments inside of your food?
No.
That doesn't make sense.
You're cooking it with like a copper pan. It can leach into.
Oh, okay. Okay, no. I mean, like for the boba tea specifically, how are there?
No, there wouldn't.
Like how they're.
Wouldn't be in the boba tea.
Okay, well, he said there's metal fragments on it.
Oh. I highly doubt that unless there's been some sort of leakage from processing plants or something like that.
I know for a fact that there are a few unwelcome things in something like your McDonald's chicken nuggets. Like somebody put that under a microscope once, and there's a whole bunch of weird shit there. I mean, it would make sense given the type of manufacturing processes that they have, as well as what the stuff is and where they get it from. So, horrible, man.
Going back to tea and coffee, do you put anything in your tea or coffee, or you just go raw dog?
Milk. Sometimes I raw dog, other times I milk. It depends. Like if I'm playing video games, I usually just have the espresso. So I drink espresso every time. So I just have like one shot. I put it there, and I sip a little bit, and then I drink a whole bunch of water at the same time. That way you can kind of even it out a little bit, and it doesn't hit your body all at once, and you just feel better because your body can just reject it once it's done processing it, because that's what it's trying to do, which is why you get dehydrated when you drink too much coffee. So it's just trying to get rid of the caffeine, so metabolism is working like overtime trying to do that. So if you have a lot of water, it helps you. It's the same thing when you want to drink a lot of alcohol. Like if you want to drink a lot of alcohol, I always did this when people wanted to take me out and have me drink a lot of alcohol. It's like, oh, hey, let's go drinking. Okay, cool. So I'd eat a lot and don't eat anything sweet and drink a lot of water. And I would be the most sober person there, even though like I had a few.
Right on. That's good advice.
Yeah, so I highly recommend. Make sure to eat something. Don't eat anything sweet. Like especially if you're like on a high, if you do a high protein diet, you're like basically set. But you need to be really full, right? Because the alcohol can't hit your stomach all at once. Otherwise, it will instantly take you out. Like if you are drinking alcohol on an empty stomach, it's going to have more of an effect, an intoxicating effect, than if you drank it on a full stomach. So the saying, you must be really fun at parties, in my case, really does apply.
Love it.
Because I'm the guy who remembers everything, and I'm like, And then you sit there afterwards, and everybody like forgets half of what they did. And I'm just looking at everyone like absolute sickos. It's funny as hell. Turns out I'm a better designated driver, so I don't drink at all, and so I'm able to see a lot of fun things, which is what kind of discouraged me from drinking alcohol in general. So I fade it as much as I can. Sometimes for an occasion or like aesthetic purposes, I may drink it. Like say for instance, you were at this like very special place, like imagine you're in a noble house or something, and then somebody offers you, some alcohol. It's like I'm of course I'm going to take that out of respect, right? But generally, I don't drink alcohol like at all. Whenever I can, I just completely avoid it.
That's
what
good.
about you?
I enjoy. I like bourbon. I like but I can't drink a lot of it. So I find some people I hang out with, they like to do a lot of mixers, a lot of sweet stuff, to your point, Adrian, and they end up being pretty tossed and pretty upset the next morning. And I just like a little sip, water, sip, water, and then I'm fine the next day. So, again, like, enjoy it in moderation is my motto.
Have you ever gotten wasted before? Because that's never happened to me. I've never gotten wasted before.
Oh man, I've gotten blackout wasted. Yeah.
Thing.
Which has also led me to the point of like, why not do that again? Because that sucked.
Yes.
That's actually funny because like that's one of the reasons why I said I was never going to get blacked out. I just kind of made it my mission. Somebody says, "Oh, you ever been blackout drunk before?" I'm like, nope, hasn't happened. It's never going to happen. It's like, why? You have to have the experience. I'm like, I'd rather not have the experience of dying. Like I don't like that. I know what happens to the body. Like I've read it, so I can understand exactly what that feels like. Because, I don't want that.
Also, I would add, as an attorney, getting blackout drunk is incredibly risky.
Yes.
You're still responsible for the things that you do when you're drunk, and if you're blackout drunk and you don't remember, you could even be held responsible for things you didn't do, but it seemed like you did because you were so wasted.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Super dangerous.
Very true.
It's really like me seeing other people suffer from it made me say, yeah, I'm not doing this to myself.
Yep.
I'm good on that. I've seen it. I'm good on that.
I do like a little bit of whiskey from time to time. Irish coffee or just like a Irish meal in the evening is nice.
I like beer, but not often. A couple times a year.
Yeah, I do drink some beer sometimes. Like when it was in Austin, they had like this dark beer. I didn't know that I really liked dark beers, but this guy recommended it to me. He's like, hey, you ever had a dark beer before? I'm like, no. Yeah, drink this and drink this. So you got like 2 cases. And one which I really took a liking to was a pecan porter, which is like really available there, like in Texas, as far as I'm aware. And I bought like an entire case of it and drank it all in one night.
Oh my god.
I mean,
it's great. I'm in the city, I'm sitting there, I'm in my own little apartment there, and I'm just chugging beers. It's kind of nice.
Yeah, like some of the beers nowadays, like the big thing is like heavy, hazy IPAs, India Pale Ales that have an alcohol content that are ridiculously high. And, you drink one and then you go on to your second one and all of a sudden you're floating in outer space. And,
Yeah.
I'm a classic, like I'm a Miller Lite guy, maybe, the lighter beers are more my flavor. I started trending toward like those craft IPAs when craft beers were all like the rage. But my God, they are just pumping these beers with so much alcohol. It's crazy.
That's nice.
Says whoever chug that IPA.
Yeah. I was chugging
Water.
I'm chugging some sparkling water here. I drink like a liter of that every day. While I'm eating, like I have a very specific routine. I like fry my steak, take the steak out, cut it up, put it in like a little bowl, then heat the pan up again, fry that off really, really quickly, put it back inside said bowl, so it has like this nice flavor on the outside. The remaining fat that's in the pan, I just then throw a couple eggs in there so I can clean it out properly. Take out the eggs, and then there's still a little bit of oil remains. Put a little bit of bread in there, heat that up because I have it frozen. So just use my pan as a heating device to do that. So that way, I get my cholesterol, I get my proteins, I get my fats, and I get my carbohydrates, and I get hydrated simultaneously. And I also drink some coffee while I'm doing this, with a little bit of milk in it, so I get like everything that I need, effectively. All in one sitting.
The butter too. Yeah.
I'm a very optimized human.
Lead
It's
the way.
great.
Yeah. Use like one bowl, I think he said.
Yep.
One.
Here's one bowl
Cutlery.
for all of this.
Alright guys, I gotta hop. I'm gonna get my kids down. Thank you for
Cool,
helping
man.
with the space
Cool, thanks for
danger.
joining.
Be well,
Yeah, sure.
everybody.
Okay, see you, man.
God bless.
God bless, man. Well, that was fun.
Nice dude, yeah.
It's delicious.
Yeah. Always great to have official reps of the platform we know and love so well.
Mm-hmm.
Dude.
Did you see how today, during the confirmation hearings for RFK juniors, Warren was asking RFK to not agree to suing drug companies. Agree to suing
This one
not
fucking
suing-
crazy person. This one fucking crazy person tried to make him say that mandatory vaccinations are okay. Like, what?
Just blanketly?
No. Avoid that. The fact Elizabeth Warren was basically telling him that he should promise to not sue drug companies because that will financially benefit him.
She also wanted him to not take money from Big Pharma, which seems like kind of contradictory positions. It's the same companies.
Good steak. I'm about to cook mine too.
Hopefully, we should be having steak here very soon.
Nice. Did you do your push-ups?
Actually, not yet today. I should do them. I'll do it right
I'm
now.
about to do it. Yeah, I'm about to do it.